of this time that I had with God, which, when I look back now, I was able to calculate that it started at the end of November 2002 and finished exactly 12 weeks later in February 2003. Now, in the presence of God, who is an eternal being, you think everything is happening now. You think the future is now. Because there's no past nor present, it's now. And so, in my naivety, I thought everything was happening now. But at the end, I remember the Lord said to me, because I was, by this time, living in a caravan on my own. And the Lord, I remember, I had a dream. And in this dream, I saw my father's face. And then I saw my stepfather's face. And it was like I was floating up in space. And I could see the earth behind me. Then I saw a star in the distance. And then this star shot up, right up to me. And I saw Jesus Christ. And he stood in front of me. And as I looked at him, I saw a beam of light come from his body and hit my body. And then it went through my back to the earth. And I woke up from this dream. And as I sat up in bed, fully awake, it was just on dawn. And I could hear the birds outside, and I could hear the cicadas buzzing. And it seemed as if they were getting louder and louder and louder. And then it seemed as if they were right there in the caravan with me. And then all the molecules in the caravan, everything started to shake and come apart. And I saw this spinning wheel open up at the end of my bed. And it was as if my spirit was going to be pulled out, and everything was rushing in to this spinning wheel. All the molecules, everything was flying apart and rushing in. And I felt my breath being pulled out of my body. And then all I could say was one word. Father! And then the wheels closed up. Then I heard the gentle voice of the Holy Spirit, and he said, it's not good for you to be alone. And then I went to my family in Queensland and stayed with my family. But I recognized that time of my life as one of the most painful parts of my life. And I'm sure that many of you who have been through a divorce or separation from your children or loved ones or family can understand the pain, that type of grief. And it was as if the Father had just come to me to say, hey, I'm going to spend some special time with you and help you. Little did I know that exactly 12 years later, the Father would return. In 2011, which was about 1 year after my family was reconnected with my mother's side of the family, My mother's side of the family is from the Wanji tribe, which is up in the Gulf country in North Queensland. The Wanji people, they're known as the Rainbow people. My mother was separated from her mother and raised by the white aunties because, as we know, the laws back in those days gave privileges to white people. And Aboriginal, Indigenous people had less rights. So they wanted her to grow up thinking that she was white, completely white, and have all the benefits of being a white person. So in their wisdom, that's what they had chosen to do. But that had separated us from knowing our family. For my brothers and my family, knowing our grandparents and our great-grandparents who were still alive when we were children and even as teenagers.